Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another roll box edition, to another sharpening video. Folks, smash that thumbs up button. Um, these are not stones. They're Scotch-Brite reels. I don't usually use stones. That's a stone right there. It's got the Tormac as a stone. Those are CBNs. That's a leather wheel. Belt sander, another Scotch-Brite wheel. Yeah, no stones here. There are different types of Scotch-Brite wheels. So, to get a good sharp knife on edge, it all comes down to first correcting the knife. Most of the times you'll see like hollow. This knife was really beat up. So it had like a hollow end to it right here, like a little belly. And it had another belly right here. Most people who don't know how to sharpen it, they'll just do this stuff on the stone. So I would start with the high. This, for example, that's my belt. Pretend this is my belt. I would start with the high angle first. Get some good burr left behind. Correct the angles. So if you start with the high angle, you're mostly correcting it. Once you started with the high angle, slowly go lower and lower and lower until you find your perfect angle. For mostly when you're gonna start with a damaged knife, pretend that's the belt. Start with the high angle. Get rid of all that gunk, damaged areas, uneven bevel. So that's one of the tips you have today. If you're gonna sharpen anything, start with the high angle. That's when you're correcting it. And this curve area, here's your tip too. The curve area is very tricky. So draw a line right here. Pretend there's an imaginary line on your belt. Say this is your belt and this is the imaginary line on your belt. Again, this is an imaginary line. It has to be straight across where you have like a 90-degree angle. Start here and keep your curve into the 90-degree angle. So split the belt in half. Use this half and this half. You cannot use the entire belt at one pressure. So you got to use pressure towards this half or this half. So you would start with this half. Put your pressure right there. Go down, go down, go down. And then once you get to the curve, your imaginary line right there, now you have to curve your arm to that line. And then you stay in this area. The pressure you're putting on this area of the belt. You're not in the center, you're at this area. So curve with your imaginary line. There you go. If you're going to start from here, that curve area is the hardest. So once you have imaginary line, you keep that line going. There you go, folks. Those were your tips. Let's look at it over the belt. That's your imaginary line right there. Come to the curve. You could lean forward to this side or keep on staying on this side. Pretend that's the imaginary line. Again, you would start with the high angle. high angle to correct, and then keep lowering your angle every pass. But you gotta make sure you see a burr all the way through. I used to touch the edge every pass I made, but now it's all visual. You visually have to see your correction, and then you visually have to create a bevel from there to there. Most people won't share this type of information. This I taught myself because I used to go with the same angle lower, but there'd be all sorts of damages on a blade. And then once you start with the lower angle, you're creating the bevel from the low end to the upper end. Instead, I started doing correcting from the top end to the lower end because there'll be all sorts of damages on your blade. Start with the high angle and then create your burr and look at your burr. If there's unevenness in the burr, you still have to continue and then visually kind of get an eye going for yourself. So you train your eyes to see what others don't see. You could see the depth between here and here. You got to practice your eyes to see that. How much work do you have to do in between here and here? Hollowing out the blade, thinning out the blade. I kind of still could see like a weird belly right here. Inward belly and outward belly. You got to train your eyes to see that. I took off I took off tons of metal off this blade just to correct it. It looked horrible. Chipped. So if you got chipped right here, you grind it down like this. Don't try to correct it like this. If you got a chip right here, which this knife had a huge chip right here, and you can't really tell. If it's a chip right there, it's best to go down like this and then correct it like this. Use the center of the belt and use a worn out belt. Don't use like a brand new belt to do this. So yeah, start like that. You could even do the high angle thing if it's like a not a big of a chip. You just keep it correct, and then once you're down at the chip, you could start lowering your angle. So the most important part here is to correct the knife first, then start sharpening it. And then once you sharpened it, before I was not using the Scotch-Brite wheels, which changed my sharpening game. I used to go from rough cut to like softer and higher grids, and some people use like 1,000 grit, 600 grit. It's not really necessary. From right here, 36 grit, I jump onto the Scotch-Brite wheel, and these are my results. So it's a 3-step process: belt, Scotch-Brite wheel, leather wheel with some compound, and then this is my end result. I used to change belts all the time, couldn't figure it out. It was all trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Once I got introduced to this belt, Scotch-Brite wheel, it was over. I knew about the leather wheel. I knew about these Benz belts, Bez, whatever it is, Baz. But once I got to the ceramic Bora belt, very rough, but it cuts nice. Very nice. It's like a diamond cut. Smooth. I started with the green compound, and then I got introduced to like pink compound. Pink compound is pretty good. But and then I like this Tormek Smurf poop. This white compound works really good with this leather wheel. Really good. So you could go find this Tormek compound. It comes with a Tormek. There's another wheel behind here. This is too slow for me. If I was in my garage to have fun with knives, I would use the Tormek. But to get stuff done, you need something fast. Some sharpeners cannot handle this speed. This is 3,400 RPM. It's tucked underneath this. But most people like the 1,700 RPM slow. Once you get used to it, you just don't care. You could speed it up. I have this thing 3,600 RPM. It's all about the pressure you put on the knife. For compounds, try this. Try the pink compound, the green compound. Secondary bevel. Yeah, it's you got to merge it in. It cannot look like a secondary bevel. You see, that's like maybe 2 layers of bevel, but it's all merged in. So start with the high angle and then go lower and lower to create that higher bevel. It's not necessary 2 layers of bevel. You got to combine them together. Blending bevels together. Yes, that is more accurate. You could have a large bevel, but your contact surface is not really going to cover that entire bevel. So you got to work it. Yes, it will roll in. It will chip if you hit a corner. Oh shit. If you hit anything hard, yes, it will get damaged. It's all right. I mean, people have questions. They want to get answers, or I know a lot of people want to go and sharpen knives themselves. So it's good for people that are curious that they want to know where to learn how to sharpen knives. Folks, smash that thumbs up button. We're gonna slice some more paper. It seems like there's a lot of tension around slicing paper. Yes, folks, welcome to another sharpening video. We're gonna answer some more questions. This is getting really intense. Yeah, I get that question a lot. How much do I charge? So this knife is 10 inches. Usually I would do it for 15 bucks, but this one I did it for 25 bucks because there was a huge belly right here and another belly right here. So I had to correct it first. It's like, took a long time. Usually knives like this, if they're not beat up, I'll finish it under 20 minutes, but this one took like 30, maybe 35 minutes. I could still see a tiny belly right there. There's a little bump right here, but so much metal I took off. And this is a shun knife. So if you got an 8 inch, we'll do it for 10 to 15 bucks. I mean, a local mechanic, he's gonna change your starter on your car. He's gonna charge you like $400 an hour. I don't understand how local a mechanic could make more money than me. You know, it's just pure dumbness. I probably should charge maybe $400 an hour rather than $100 or $200 an hour. Yeah. I think mechanics don't even know what they're doing. They're just looking for a dumb person to rip you off. If you got a car and your car's parts are damaged, need to be replaced, simply replacing a part. 25 bucks to ruin. Yes, folks, if you come right there and bring me a knife and I will rip you off and ruin your knife. But I don't think this owner is going to be felt betrayed because I think she found these knives or he found these knives on the street, on a curb. Sometimes I find stuff like that too. Beat up. Yeah, that's what I do, folks. I mean, most people that leave with knives here, they're totally satisfied because they're bringing in some garbage. You know, I mean, some of them could have like a good brand name and some of them can't, but most people, they don't come here with a sharp knife or semi-sharp knife, you know. They'll use up the knife until the end. Yeah, if you bring me a knife that doesn't do this and then it's doing this after, most people are totally happy. Only my audience on YouTube think that I'm crazy doing this. Most of my audience don't even think that I'm doing it right. It's like a small percent of my audience. They know I'm doing it right because they're trying it themselves. I've done about maybe 40,000 knives the past 3 years. I've done tons of farmer markets. Farmers market is pretty hard. You got to haul your equipment there. You got to set up and you got to pay rent over there. Oh, this is nice. Yes, folks, bring your knives. Find us here. ZZZ45UE. Welcome to ZZ Sharpening Service. Folks, we got a crowded audience today. We might just sharpen something for the audience. What do you guys want to see? A pocket knife being sharpened or a butter knife? The Shukrin zone. I'll give you an option, buddy. A pocket knife or a butter knife. Oh man, I don't want to waste my belt here. Let's see if something else we could sharpen. Yes. So we picked up fake Hankels made in India from Ross. It's a very heavy duty knife. You know, it's probably soldered here, but or it's a one piece of steel. That looks good. But it has a bogus edge to it. We sure could make it better. A pocket knife, butter knife. We got two butter knives, three butter knives. All right, let's do the butter knife. Man, this is my fresh belt. It's gonna smash through that butter knife. All right, folks, butter knife it is. We're gonna mic up right now. This machine noise is pretty loud. It might scare you guys off. So DJI is sponsoring this video. This looks crazy. I don't like that Tormek. I like freehand. Even the Tormek, I use it freehand. People are like, you don't know how to use Tormek. So I'm like, okay, fine. I don't know how to use anything. So I got a Scotch-Brite wheel here, two different grids. One is softer than the other. We got deep scratches everywhere. So we're getting rid of the deep scratches and the burr. You guys can see the burr working out. We're almost getting there. We're working the burr from the top to the end, meaning from here to the end of the blade. So we got a Scotch-Brite pad. Ah, that was rough. Now we removed the deep scratches and the burr. We're gonna jump on a 6-inch leather wheel. Next step is slicing paper effortlessly. It could be my grandma's set of butter knives from the 90s. Sure looks like silver, but it's not. I used to have silver forks and spoons, but I sold it a long time ago. I should have kept it, you know. If you guys have silver stuff, don't sell it. So I have this compound on it, the Tormac Smurf poop. I got a 1700 buck tool, 1x30 belt sander here with 6-inch wheel. I upgraded the stone wheel, tossed it out, put the leather wheel. I use the belt, 1x30 blaze belt. All right, folks, moment of truth. You guys waited until the end. Some of you guys waited until the end to see how this butter knife. Maybe I should correct the tip, make it more pointier. But here it is, folks. Butter knife slicing paper like butter. Folks, smash that thumbs up button. We work here for free, creating content. If some of you guys go to my store and buy some knives, affiliate links, I get paid, but I usually don't get paid for you guys watching at the live videos. Unless you guys become a member and check out my membership videos. I provide a bunch of videos. I see a lot of people who ask their audience to pay membership, but they don't even have videos. If you hit my joint button, you guys will see tons of videos available for membership. That's a nice butter knife, folks. Very satisfying. Wouldn't you like to have that in your kitchen drawer? The Victorinox knife that I finished this morning. This had a big chip in it. Yes, folks. If you guys have any questions about my equipment or what I use, you guys could leave it down in the chat. We're gonna take a quick 4:20 break and maybe sharpen this guy. So we love Ross. We love cheap clothes. We like to save money, and we found this at Ross. What is the slogan for Ross? Wear for less or dress for less. Yes, folks, I picked this up for like $10. Henkel's made in India. We love India. And we're gonna sharpen this guy up and flip it for maybe $25. Quick, double your money. You know, it doesn't hurt. These butter knives, sometimes they're worth it. I could pick these guys up for like $1 and then sell them for like $5. But my belts are pretty expensive, so these guys could cost me up to $10 each, and they do a certain amount. I mean, they wear out quick, and I mean, you're getting your money's worth, definitely. But sometimes I don't like wasting them, having like hundreds of butter knives sharp over there sitting, waiting. I like to sharpen stuff that are gonna sell quick and get sharpened fast. That butter knife will take forever. You guys saw me, what was that, 20 minutes trying to sharpen a butter knife? Have you worked with Rex 101 steel? Never heard of it, but I'll definitely look it up. I've worked with all types of steels. All I could do, all I could feel is how fast does the metal come off and how much pressure I'm putting on it. And there's some steels out there that would be forever to sharpen. I get caught by surprise sometimes, and I try to learn those brand names and the type of metals. Yes, it is a purple belt. It is, no, it's not a 3M. It's one place that sells this purple belt. So the website is JAG, JAG tool, no, JAG 10 tool. I could search it for you guys. And the name of the belt is Ceramic Bora. So to find the proper website, it is JAG 10 Tools and Supplies. Yeah, that's where you buy the belt. Abrasives, here they are. So there's a 2x42 I use. I use the 2x70 2x72 I also use. This is my 2x72 with 2 horsepower speed control. I put this because I don't want the dust to hit me in the face, but using this, it just throws dust everywhere. As you guys could see, I'm trying to catch it with some magnets, but it snows when I use this. If I'm trying to, this is a worn out belt. This is like almost a brand new one. You guys could see the color. Well, folks, we're getting tired. We're gonna end the stream right here. We're gonna come back later and do some more knives. Here's a outlook. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe for sharp content.